Ladies and gentlemen, the game officials for this game have been licensed and assigned by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Der Schiedsrichter gespannt wurde vom Internationalen Eishockey-Weltverband lizenziert und für dieses Spiel bestimmt. Die Hauptschiedsrichter dieses Spiels sind the referees of the game are Anthony Jerabek und Eduard Odis, the linesmen, die Linienrichter Lukas Kohlmüller und Glenn Lazare. Here is Team Sweden. Now welcome to Team Slovakia. Starting lineups, starting with Team Slovakia. Here is starting six der Slowakei. Im Tor, im Goal, number 33, die 33, Julius Hudacek. On defense, in der Verteidigung, number 8, mit der 8, Michael Sezen. Number 65, die 65, Michael Tchaikovsky. Forwards, im Sturm, number 19, mit der 19, Michael Miklik. Number 22, die 22, Vladimir Leveski. Number 79, die 79, Igor Hudacek. And he's the starting lineup of Team Sweden. He is starting six Schwedens. In goal, in Tor number 35, die 35, Henrik Lundqvist. On defense, in der Verteidigung, number 6, mit der 6, Anton Stroman. Number 77, die 77, Viktor Hedman. Forwards, im Sturm, number 28, die 28, Elias Lindholm. Number 49, die 49, Viktor Rass. And number 92, die 92, Gabriel Landeskog.
Slovakia's 2017 World Hockey Championship will come to an end after this game against Sweden. Sweden looking for a win to jump ahead of the United States and into second spot in the A pool. Henrik Lundqvist will make his second straight start after coming over from the New York Rangers. Okay, after the shot to the head, and Julius Hudacek has been the busier of the netminders. He will start for Slovakia.
It hasn't been the tournament Slovakia would like. They won't advance, but they've got a couple years before they're a host. After next year it's in Denmark, then it goes to Slovakia. For this game, Sweden needs to win to jump in the standings.
Victor Hedman plays this in for Landeskog, and the long shot by Landeskog into the catching glove of Hudacek.
This is the line for Sweden that really carried the offense early in the tournament. Landeskog along with Victor Rask and Elias Lindholm, who's had a really good tournament, leading Sweden in goals with 5.
Mike Surson, Pittsburgh draft pick back in 2004. Rask, Landeskog goes after it, gets a bump, gets knocked down as Tchaikovsky gave him a push. Sent out at center by Libor Hudacek. Slovakia will regroup. Drevecki sends it back deep into his own end, and now Sweden starts its initial line change of the game as the new line for Sweden comes out with Backstrom, Nylander, and Lindberg. Interesting that Lindberg saw more ice time than Backstrom did in that opening game. Not much, but a bit. Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Jonas Brodin. Brodin through some traffic, save made by Hudacek. Sweden to the attack early. Lindberg for Nylander for Nicholas Backstrom. Backstrom being watched by Cherasnik. Cherasnik on the backhand sends it for Andrei Stasny. Stastny sends a bouncer looking for Mario Bliznak. This ends up on the stick of Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And all the way back into his own zone where John Klingberg will wind it up. Klingberg slides it deep. Everberg is after it, tried to get it to William Karlsson. Scooped off the boards and out the center, and back on the back track is Alex Edler for John Klingberg. Klingberg's pass up the middle failed to materialize. Came to the side of the net and a chance, and off the side of the net for Kaderna.
Jingle shaken up in front of the Swedish net and slow to go back to the Slovakian bench.
Soderberg puts it into the Slovakian end. Cleared right back out. And Slovakia will carry in. Turned aside by Karlsson. After it is Ziegel. This will come back into the center ice area for Hasek. He'll backhand it in. Hasek leads Slovakia in shots on goal with 19 coming into this game, but still looking for his first tally of this championship. Turned over at center, and Juraj Mikuš will play it back into his own end. Chipped off the boards out to center, and Victor Hedman will turn it back up the ice for Sweden. This will get deflected in by Marcus Kruger, and Surson is back for Slovakia. Feeds it for Libor Hudacek. His pass, a bad one, into the skates of Tchaikovsky, and in for Victor Rask. And Surson, a good job defensively to break up that cross-ice pass. Miklik tried to chop at least into the center ice area, never did, and Landeskog is back in. At the line for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. His attempt to put it deep was blocked by Michel Miklik. Miklik took the line, jammed in deep by Hudacek. And back forward is Ekman-Larsson.
And Miklik's been the leader for Slovakia. 3 goals and 5 points for him in this tournament, the veteran of this young Slovakian team.
Jonas Brodin, the long shot in on Hudacek, and he'll hang on to it.
Well, John Klingberg, the pass, it just bounces off Soderberg's stick. It goes in tight, and Jingle with the shot. Then he takes a hard hit from Edler right at the end after he takes the shot. There's the hit. Jingle is slow to get up as he went back to the Slovakian bench, but a good chance for Slovakia early in this game.
Controlled at the line by Klingberg. He'll send it down for Nylander, and Nylander whipped it wide. Edler takes a bump trying to hold it in, and back in the lineup after a 1-game suspension is Adam Janasek. And in on goal, big save off of Hasek. Henrik Lundqvist with the game's first big stop. Carried in by Backstrom. For Nylander, scores! William Nylander, some sweet hands and tight. Puts it up top, and it is 1-0 Sweden.
Just great hands by Nylander. This line continues to provide some goals. Coach mentioned instant chemistry, and Osik, the long chance for Hasek. Hasek all alone, and Lundqvist comes up with a big left pad save. It comes back the other way, and back from the Nylander. And just great hands in tight, almost effortless in the way he takes this puck. It's going to go backhand, forehand, and under the arm of Hudacek as Sweden grabs a 1-0 lead, and Nylander has his 5th of the tournament.
Nothing Sweden, as they do have the early lead. Sweden with 3 straight wins.
Goal scored by number 29, William Nylander.
In those 3 wins, they've outscored their opponent 14-3, and they have a 1-0 lead. Here in this one, Juraj Mikuš gets it back for Gernat. Up for Kaderna. This is out at center. This gets intercepted and put right back in by Joel Kondorska. Hudacek will play it around the boards. Bounced out at center and back in. Jingle. Okay after getting shaken up to the front of the net. Loose puck. And no one could get a stick on it. Rinka had the best whack at it. Now a line change for Slovakia. Mikuš plays it back into his own end. Skalicki sends it through for Matušek. In for Zigo, and back for Skalicki. He got rubbed out in behind the net. Played back by Eriksson Ek. And down to the Slovakian zone where Miklik will go back for it. Miklik to the backboards with Eriksson Ek. Surson trying to dig it free. Battle for the loose puck. Getting spilled there was Eriksson Ek. Officials just let it go. Referees are Antonin Jerebic of the Czech Republic, Edwards Odins of Latvia. The linesmen are Lukas Kohlmuller of Germany and Gleb Lazarev of Russia.
Take a look at Lundqvist, the two big saves he made early off Chingle and then the breakaway for Hasek.
Gabe Landeskog sends it down for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm plays it back for Victor Rask and back for Landeskog, up top for Hedman. Hedman's shot got blocked. And here comes Hasek. The long wrister, put that one over top the net. Looked like Lundqvist wanted to play it with his helmet, with his mask.
See all the teams, the little soccer for warm-up, and that's exactly the type of move you look for right there. With a header. Yes.
Victor Rask through center. Rask puts on the brakes, dishes it off. William Nylander, who has the game's only goal, his 5th of this championship, and goes for a spill. Shot to the short side by Edler, that got stopped. So Nylander now with the 5 goals shares the goal-scoring lead on Sweden with Elias Lindholm. He leads the team in points with 10 now. 2-on-1, Kaderna tees it up, fires, and Lundqvist makes the save on the short side. Back up for Backstrom. Backstrom trying to bust his way in, circles back, looks for some help. Surson stays with him, and it's dished off for Nylander. He'll play it back for Anton Stralman, and Nylander will head to the bench.
William Nylander, the 21-year-old, the opportunity to play with a great passer, great playmaker. Veteran like Nicholas Backstrom mentioned the first game, instant chemistry at 2 goals against Denmark, and he's able to get the first in this against Slovakia.
Terrific young talent. Zigo in the corner. He gets rocked there by Victor Hedman. Puck is still loose. Skalicki goes after it, bumped by Stralman. And Hedman comes up with the loose puck, and then Matušek takes a run at Victor Hedman. William Karlsson, some nice moves, gets around Surson. Into the slot it goes, and the quick shot. Ekman Larsson scores. First shot went over top the net. It carried him to the front of the net, and Oliver Ekman Larsson buries it 2-0 Sweden.
Started with a great rush by William Karlsson up the ice, and then what's so dangerous about Sweden is their defense, the ability to find those pockets, the open pockets. That's exactly what Ekman Larsson does. Quick shot, and how about the hand-eye coordination? Follows up as he misses the net, and he knocks it in off the one hop as this comes off the glass, out front, hop once, and Ekman Larsson's gonna knock it home. Great hand-eye coordination.
That is good.
Not bad, as Ekman Larsson has his second of the tournament and a 2-0 lead for Sweden.
So Sweden just keeps on rolling.
Unlike Slovakia, didn't have the chances. They breakaway, a chance in tight, and then a 2-on-1, but Henrik Lundqvist with some big saves.
Well, Sweden was a good team. It got a lot better when Nylander and Backstrom showed up. But it really got a lot better when Henrik Lundqvist showed up at the same time as Backstrom. 2-0 Sweden here in period 1, first of 3 today.
the final round is coming up. Quarterfinals, semifinals, bronze game, and the final. And for all those games, there's still tickets available at the arena box offices and on the official website of this World Championship. It's IIHF.com. Genau, den Hinweis für alle Einzelfans, es gibt noch für alle Spiele und Spieltage in der Finalrunde ausreichend Tickets an der Tageskasse der LSS Arena oder online auf www.IIHFworlds2017.com. Also Tickets fürs Viertelfinale, für kleine Viertelfinale.
Swedish fans are happy and watching their team score a couple of goals. Slovakia's had their chances, they just haven't been able to capitalize. It's all Sweden early in this game.
Sweden fans won't have to travel as far, at least some of them won't next year. Make it to Malmö, get across the bridge, and Sweden will play in Copenhagen. Denmark, the host team in the host country, Denmark will play in Herning. For the first time ever, Denmark will get to host. And Marcus Kruger is having a stern conversation with the linesman there, Lucas Kohlmüller of Germany.
Not happy with the way the puck was dropped.
Not sure who was lecturing whom. Jonas Brodin puts this through the middle of the ice. So Sweden continues to get offense from the back end. Lots of shots on goal from the defense core of this group. Oliver Ekman-Larsson has his second of this championship, and it's 2-0 Sweden. Oliver Ekman-Larsson dumps it off for Marcus Kruger. Kruger winds his way to center, drops it back. Oliver Ekman-Larsson into the slot for Klingberg. Klingberg tried to get it down low. Elias Lindholm couldn't get a stick on that centering pass, and right back down the ice for Andre Stastny. Stastny trying to center it. Taken away by Landeskog. On for Victor Rask and across for Elias Lindholm. Got away from him, and Slovakia will turn it right back up the ice. Trouble getting out of their own end right now, though. Sherraznik with Elias Lindholm in pursuit, gets it to Chingle. Chingle's pass misfired. Hrinka has it at center. Big Hrinka trying to power his way in, and he got stopped by Nicholas Backstrom. And too many men on the ice.
The linesman's made the call here, and I believe that is what is going to happen. Nylander, beautiful goal in tight. Great chance for Kaderna after that as Lundqvist comes up to save, and then shortly after, Ekman-Larsson picks up his own rebound off the back glass. There's the call for too many men to Sweden. So first power play of the game is going to go to Slovakia.
I'm not sure what's... Now somebody finally is making... It's Nylander coming over to the penalty box. It was kind of a slow developing play. The referee has just gone over to the timekeeper's bench now.
I think the two linesmen were together to count numbers and exactly see. So first power play, Slovakia 3 for 23 in the tournament, just 13%. The penalty kill's been good for Sweden. They've killed 19 of 21, 90%. Joel Lundqvist been very good in the face-off circle, 73%.
Team Sweden, bench one penalty for too many men on
So
the ice.
too many men on the ice.
Time, 9 minutes, 53 seconds.
Interesting, after Marcus Kruger was kind of lecturing the linesman. Just later in the same shift, Sweden gets nailed for too many men on the ice. Anton Stralman didn't agree with the too many men on the ice call.
This play just offside. Bliznak couldn't hold the line. They said Ekman-Larsson, he mentioned the offense from the back end for Sweden, and you have the likes of Victor Hedman, who had just a terrific year, 72 points with Tampa. There's a look at Michelle Micklin. Slovakia's had trouble finding offense in this tournament. The veteran, the 34-year-old, leading the way with the 5 points and 3 goals. Slovakia just 10 goals, 4 in the 6 games.
Miklik leads their forwards in average ice time at 19 minutes and 11 seconds per outing. This gets turned over, and Everberg was then poke checked before he could work it down deep into the Slovakian zone and get a scoring chance. Hashtag drops it at center ice, but that's picked off by Eriksson Ek. And then Drevecki will play it back in behind his own net. Tchaikovsky starts the power play. The big 6'4", 24-year-old. And this finally gets into the Sweden zone. Libor Hudacek stopped there by Alex Edler, kept it at the line by Tchaikovsky. He'll go for Surson. Surson's shot goes high and wide. Hudacek holds it in. Hudacek gets it back for Chingle, back for Hudacek. To the blue line, Tchaikovsky, and a redirect in front by Kaderna. And a good save by Henrik Lundqvist. Libor Hudacek trying to get in on Alex Edler. Edler spun around. Kaderna plays it back for Tchaikovsky, over for Surson. Surson to the dot, dishes it off for Hudacek. Libor Hudacek back to the line, power play over. Nylander's out after serving the bench minor for too many men on the ice.
Took Slovakia a while just to get set up in the Swedish zone with their power play. Once they hit a couple shots, the best, a little redirect, and Lundqvist with the save.
Coming into today's action, Sweden's penalty kill number 2 in this tournament behind Russia. Second game here today, Russia and USA for top spot. Sweden could jump USA in the standings with a victory in this game. And then USA and Russia will play for top spot. Lindholm in with the shot, that's off the stick, and that is out of play. 7:18 left to go in the opening period. Sweden is up by a couple.
Been a tough tournament for Slovakia, but their fan support has been here through it all. They have not wavered one bit. They've enjoyed their time and find their team down again. 2-0 in this game with Sweden off to a good start, but not for a lack of opportunities. Slovakia's had some good chances, but they've got to beat Henrik Lundqvist. Very good netminder at the other end.
Talk about Russia and USA playing next. Sweden looking to jump the US. Sweden can finish second or third in this pool. USA can finish first, second, or third, and Russia can finish first or second, depending on how the day plays out. Also some positioning over in the other group, Group B. Canada will finish first, but some positioning to be decided between 2, 3, and 4 with Czech Republic, Switzerland, and Finland. And then our last game here in this building tonight will determine the 4th spot in Group B, or Group A. As Latvia and Germany will meet. The winner will advance, and the loser is done. And then Sweden will find out whether it plays in Paris or whether it stays here in Cologne. So,
lots to be determined today, which makes the games more meaningful.
In across the line, backhanded by Bliznak. Unfortunate for Sweden because they get the early game today. So if they knew for sure that they had to go to Paris, they could leave right after this game and they would be there a lot earlier than having to stay here probably now and go tomorrow, because they won't know until the last game as to what their schedule is going to be. Ashtrick gets it in center. He had the first great chance of this game to be stopped by Henrik Lundqvist. Oliver Ekman-Larsson jams this through for John Klingberg. Klingberg drops it, knocked away by Andre Stastny. Back in the slot, shot by Elias Lindholm, steered away by Hudacek. Julius Hudacek coming into this game. There's another chance for Nylander with that, or rather Elias Lindholm. Great patience as he went in on Julius Hudacek.
Well, Hudacek did a good job waiting it out as Lindholm trying to get him to bite or open up a hole, put that puck in the net.
This ends up in the Slovakian bench. Hudacek comes into the game with a 4.04 goals against average.
Well, here's the chance for Elias Lindholm to play in tight. Nice save by Hudacek off that one. And then another one. This is the in tight play as Hudacek just stays right with him and trying not to give him any room as Lindholm looking for the 5-hole. But a good tournament for Lindholm, 5 goals. Nylander now with 5 goals after his to open up this game.
For Slovakian coach Zdeno Seger and his group, it's been a tough tournament for our young group, says the coach. But we do expect an effort. We've had some chances in this contest. They started off with a win, and after that it's been a tough goal for Slovakia. Victor Hedman, who leads Team Sweden in shots on goal coming into this contest with 18, also leads them in average ice time at 23:35 per game. In across, the lead pass for Drevecki doesn't work. Hudacek back into his own zone. Libor Hudacek left wing pass. Tchaikovsky plays it to the front of the net. Miklik goes in after it. Hudacek for Drevecki. Drevecki trying to work away from Marcus Kruger. Centers! What a chance for Miklik and what a save by Henrik Lundqvist. Some good work by Drevecki and a great setup. John Klingberg hustles to the far side, couldn't keep it in. Nice pass from behind the net by Drevecki, the veteran of this Slovakian squad. Wrist shot and a glove save, and Hudacek will hang on.
Michel Miklik close to cutting into the lead. Great play by Drevecki, fights off and then spins the other way, finds Miklik all alone in front. And a great chance for him to get Slovakia on the board. Boy, Henrik Lundqvist has come up with some big saves here to keep it scoreless. Probably came over, played that first game against Denmark. Couple got by him, and that late as Denmark tried to mount a comeback, but probably a little more comfortable here for getting settled in this tournament.
Shot by Elias Lindholm off the stick and high. Surson lost his footing going after it. Open man in front was Elias Lindholm, and a good defensive play there as that got jammed away by Tchaikovsky. In for Landeskog. Landeskog doesn't shoot it. Drops for Klingberg, and Klingberg turned it over. Ashchuk having some trouble with that puck through the neutral zone. Finally does backhand it in. Alex Edler lost it at center ice. Chingle for Jurassic. And regrouping is Anton Stroman. For Joachim Nordstrom, looking for Soderberg on a rink-wide pass. Čerasnik plays it up the boards. It was Čerasnik that had the overtime winner for Slovakia in Game 1. And they scored late to tie the game against Italy. Won it 3-2, and ever since then it's been a loss to Latvia, and then a loss in a shootout to Denmark. And they lost 6-0 to Russia, 3-2 to Germany, 6-1 to USA. Now trying to get something out of this final game of the tournament, but down 2-0.
Too many men again? That is going to be the call.
That one linesman, that they both might be calling this.
Well, they're sticking together since a little argument off that face-off with Kruger. There's the play. You can see 6 guys on the ice. The Swedish change is just a little slow. Card Gronberg wants a little more of an explanation. The second one in the period, and William Nylander will serve it once again for Sweden. So second power play of the game. And Gronberg trying to say the same thing happened on the other side, but there was no call.
So the referee over to have a chat with both benches right now.
Sweden's penalty kills very good. Took Slovakia a while on their first power play. They're 0 for 1 in this game.
Now the puck was not dropped fairly. It's Lucas Kohlmuller, the linesman from Germany, that seems to be having conversation after conversation with the Swedish players. And now he's lecturing Haschuk as they get ready for the face-off.
They get control of the face-off.
Team Sweden bench on penalty for too many minutes on the ice.
Second power play of the game for Slovakia. And William Nylander, who has the goal, and goes back to the penalty box to serve the penalty. Actually, he didn't even have to get sent over on this, but he was on the ice and just skated over. Miklik, his cross-ice pass, and Sweden just picks that off. Everberg plays it back for Hedman. Hedman for Anton Stroman. Taken by Gravecki. He'll get it for Miklik. Back for Gravecki. And back for Miklik. Down low, Mario Bliznak couldn't get a stick on that. Mario Bliznak, a Memorial Cup with the Vancouver Giants. Martin Gernat, a Memorial Cup with the Edmonton Oil Kings. Haschuk back in his own zone. Haven't seen as much of Gernat and Juraj Mikuš in this game. Two of the veterans that play huge minutes for this Slovakian team. So this being the final game, Zdeno Seeger probably using most of his bench. Carl Klingberg and Linus Ullmark, by the way, not dressed for Team USA. Shot from the line by Surson. Turned aside by Lundqvist. Crowd wanting a penalty there, at least the Swedish fans did. Edler plays it up the boards, kept in at the blue line. And a rink-wide pass ends up on the stick of Alex Edler. And Edler will just float this all the way down the ice.
Oh, that'll do it for the period. Just a few seconds remaining on the power play to start the second. And William Nylander opened it up. Ekman Larsson added one, 2-0 Sweden, but Slovakia certainly had some great chances to score.
So Ricard Gronberg still in a conversation with the linesman about the 2 minute men in the ice penalties.
The score after the first period, Team Sweden 2, Team Slovakia 0. 2:0 für Schweden gegen die Slowakei nach dem ersten Drittel. Und wir schauen kurz auf die Schussstatistik im ersten Drittel. Schweden mit 7 Torschüssen, die Slowakei mit 6 Schüssen aufs Tor. Shots on goal in the first period, Team Sweden 7, Team Slovakia 6.
Supporting myself in
Welcome back on the ice, Team Slovakia.
There's some happy youngsters, and why not? The team is up by a score of 2-0. Big minutes for Michael Surson. Played that point on the power play, but Slovakia 0 for 2 with the man advantage.
I mentioned Surson, 7 minutes and 22 seconds leading Slovakia in ice time for Sweden. It was Jonas Brodin played 7:48. Coming out on the PK is Sweden, a couple of too many men penalties, and Ricard Gronborg, the coach for Sweden. A little bit of a heated discussion at the end of period number 1 as him and the linesman had a conversation. Victor Hedman went over to talk to the head officials, so Sweden not happy with the calls, but that said, just 5 seconds remaining in that second penalty they took, and they will be perfect on the penalty kill, 2 for 2.
Sweden a little late coming out to start the second period as Henrik Lundqvist was forced to make a number of real good saves. And boy, there's still some heated discussion as we look at Julius Hudacek. There's still lots of discussion going on at center ice with the officials and Victor Hedman. And Sweden has been penalized for coming out too late. And they were late coming out. Now, what was the reason? We don't know.
And William Nylander, for the third time, will serve.
No, he's still serving
he's
the
still
other
serving.
one.
You're right. They got to find someone else. So Anton Strom and Ricard Gronborg, who was already upset. I was mentioning about the too many men calls. So a bit of a delay here. It's interesting what is going on.
So, if you're looking at the game sheet, the penalties for Sweden so far will be too many men on the ice, and then late coming out for the start of the second period, so a team delay of game penalty.
I think they're just looking for an explanation. They're not going to like it, but good thing is they have the 2-0 lead. Slovakia's power play has not been very good in this game or in the tournament overall.
What's interesting is the game is being delayed a lot more now than what it was by Sweden coming out.
I'm surprised they haven't got another penalty for a bench minor here.
Referee Antonin Jerabek of the Czech Republic is in the conversation with Gronberg. Referee Edward Odin from Latvia is still in a conversation with the players on the ice.
Yet to send another player over the penalty box.
Well, there's still 4 Swedish players on the ice right now as well, but now
maybe he changed his mind.
Milt Backstrom's headed off, I think. Penalty box door is open.
And they are asking for a Swedish player. They want to hurry here before they get another one. Gronborg still sorting things out. He's telling Oscar Lindberg.
Well, he started coming and now he turns around and now he will make his way over to the penalty box and he'll serve the other minor. So it'll be a 5-second 5-on-3.
Nylander getting set to jump out of the box. We'll finally start this second period.
And this will get sent down the ice right off the face-off by William Carlson, who has been dominant in the face-off department, 64.9% coming into this game. And now it's a one-man advantage for Slovakia. Chingle back for Surson, and Surson back for Chingle. He'll drop it off for Libor Hudacek. Hudacek in front of the net, and a quick shot by Kuderna, and he fired that high. We talk about Haschuk having lots of chances and unable to score. Kuderna's had some great looks as well.
He has. And I think for Slovakia in this game, a bit of the problem is they could be right back in it, but not only missed chance there, but Henrik Lundqvist saves on some three really good chances by Slovakia.
Drevecki gets it back. Chingle back for Drevecki. To the blue line for Surson. Slap shot. Lundqvist makes the save. Wasn't sure where the rebound was for a second. And then it's cleared. Brought out short-handed by Joel Nordstrom. Back down for Tchaikovsky. And he sends this back into the Swedish zone. Alex Edler picks it up. And Edler will send it cross ice, and this will get sent all the way down the ice by Jonas Brodin. Turned over. And a short-handed chance for Joel Lundqvist.
Straight and hop out of the corner, and Lundqvist all alone in front of Hudacek. Hudacek lost his stick on that save. Another penalty to Sweden.
Here comes Drevecki. Drevecki will play it in. And as the team penalty for delay of game ends, it is Elias Lindholm who is going to go for high sticking.
Goes back behind the play, gets his stick up. So Sweden, their fourth penalty of the game. This is the first infraction. Stick infraction is too many men. One delay in game by the team coming out late for this period. And now Elias Lindholm, just as that one ended, will serve another one. And what a chance for the captain. Joel Lundqvist shorthanded. But Slovakia needs to make one of these count.
Team Sweden number 28, Elias Lindholm, 2 minutes 20 for high stick. Time 20 minutes, 2 seconds.
Tournament.
Es gibt eine weitere Strafe gegen das Team Schweden.
That's Sweden is shorthanded. And again, back to the attack despite the fact he's shorthanded. Right back for Anton Strawman, and Strawman will send this back down the ice. Chingle drops it off, taken by Kuderna. Kuderna will play it back for Michael Surson. Surson sends it all the way back. Chingle waiting for it at center, never did get to him from Tchaikovsky. And now a lead pass as Eriksson Ek was in behind the Slovakian defense, but couldn't handle that pass. Landeskog lost his footing, but the puck comes out to center. Edler for Brodin. And Jonas Brodin will hammer it right back in. Landeskog first on the puck. He'll just jam it up against the boards. And now finally taken by Haschuk, but then he's all tied up there with Landeskog. And Drevecki, the 31-year-old, will pick it up. And Drevecki, good hit there by Joel Lundqvist on Drevecki.
Lost his stick, went right to the bench, but Lundqvist has been physical in this tournament.
Drevecki's cross-ice pass, that got picked off and cleared down the ice by Joel from Nordstrom.
Penalty kill of Sweden, just in complete control as Slovakia can't get anything going.
Long shot by Haschuk, that missed. Zigo gets in a battle on the corner boards, and then Zigo, or rather Haschuk, goes down. Now Eriksson Ek lost his footing and he goes down. Zigo at center. Through for Skalecki. Out of the penalty box is Elias Lindholm. Skalecki with the shot, the save, rebound, score. Matushik with his second of the championship. will not be a power play goal, but Slovakia is on the board.
Well, they're right back in it. As bad as that power play was, they eventually get it into the Swedish zone, but it's as the penalty will end in a simple play, getting the puck to the net. It comes out, a big rebound, and Matusik able to put it upstairs as Lundqvist is gone. Galecki with the shot, it goes off the right pad. Lundqvist kicks this right into the high slot. And Matusik able to make the save. That rebound goes right out. You can see Lundqvist's reaction. He knows that rebound, not where he wanted to put it. So Slovakia, let's just say, didn't get anything going here to start the period on a pair of power plays. Able to answer once it gets to 5-on-5.
Well, remember the Latvia game where they took a ton of penalties. Officially it was 6. Technically it was 8. 5-on-3s here are considered 1 penalty unless you score on it. And that game was 1-0 until late when they got a second goal to finally put it away with a 2-0 win. And they've kind of got themselves back in the same mess here. Kaderna. Through center ice, sends it in. Juraj Mikuš plays it down low, turned around and right back up the ice now for Sweden. At the line and in. Unable to get a stick on it was Landeskog after a good drive to the net by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Back up through center ice for Lindberg. Has Nylander with him. Backstrom goes to the front of the net. Now Backstrom curls in behind. Nylander throws it to the front of the net. And that's cleared away, and Haschuk plays this back into the Swedish zone. Hedman's pass got blocked. Anton Stastny had to get away from him. Andre Stastny rather, and it's cleared out at center. Right back to the line, no further, and Andre Stastny on it again. And again he got stripped for the puck. Sharp angle chance. And did that go off of Hudacek?
I believe it did. Tomáš Matusik gets Slovakia on the board with his second of the game. Slovakia just gets it to the net, and a good job on the rebound. Getting that puck elevated as Lundqvist recovers, takes away the bottom of the net, but upstairs it's open. Slovakia maybe build a little bit of confidence with that goal as finally able to beat Henrik Lundqvist.
Belarus up 1-0 on Norway in the game over in Paris. USA-Russia, our second game here. Latvia-Germany, our third game here in Cologne. With lots on the line, shot score! Right off the face-off. Is this William Karlsson?
Oh, it's Everberg who jumped off the wing. We'll have to see a bang-bang play off the face-off. Might even been Slovakia. It's one of those scrub draws, and you need to be sharp on the wings, know your assignment, and Everberg does a great job jumping on this. He's just going to come in, and it is Slovakia that wins it, but Hudacek doesn't get it back in time, and Everberg just steals the puck. Hudacek protects it, he's about to get it back, and before he can, Everberg jumps off the hash marks, and he just rips that past Hudacek before anybody gets set, and Sweden regains their 2-goal lead.
So it's the second of the tournament for Everberg. And Sweden again with a little bit of breathing room.
Oh, that'll be it for Julius Hudacek. Zdeno Seeger probably not happy his goalie wasn't set off that draw. It is a quick play, but...
And Yaroslav Yanis will come in and see his first action of the tournament.
Jan Laco not even dressed in this game. The veteran netminder for Slovakia is 11 shots, 3 goals, and Zdeno Seeger figures he's seen enough from his netminder as Yanis gets ready, stretches, and gets warmed up.
He did dress for one other game. We did not see any action.
Number 18, Dennis Nicolay, assisted by number 71, William Karlsson.
William Carlson will get the assist right off the face-off. Back in for Slovakia, that's off the side of the net as Mario Bliznak puts it in on Henrik Lundqvist. Carried in by Jonas Brodin, sends it in for Everberg. Everberg tried to get it back to Brodin, deflected away. And Slovakia will start back with Bliznak. Tried to feed that through for Suya, turned over at the line. Soderberg, cross ice, unable to get a good clean black out with Elias Lindholm. Slapped down low for Soderberg. Elias Lindholm goes after it. He's tied up in the corner and grabbed off and cleared by Jiri Mikuš. Klingberg. Ahead for Victor Rask. Rask drops this off and John Klingberg will have to make his way back out to center. Back in for Landeskog and back for Klingberg. Klingberg winds his way in. Drops for Landeskog, shot, that just missed. As Giannis is watching that shot come through some traffic as he is taken over from Julius Hudacek. Moderna chips out off the boards and sends it deep to John Klingberg. Goes in after it. On for Landeskog. Landeskog slowly out of his own zone. He will be the last to make the line change for Sweden. Backstrom turned it over inside the Slovakian line and back up for Ziegel.
A couple of good plays by Anton Stralman, good defensive stick, and then able to take away that centering feed from the corner.
Backstrom being watched by Cherasnik. Sends it for William Nylander. Nylander for Oscar Lindberg. Lindberg got tied up. Skalicki tries to work it free. Backstrom back to the line. And Hedman has it. Victor Hedman fakes the one shot. He gets chased all the way to the near side, but Hedman stays with it. Plays it down for Lindberg. Back for Hedman. Tipped to the short side, centered. And William Nylander gets robbed by Jaroslav Janis. 3-1 Sweden here in the second.
In Paris, it's the game Belarus versus Norway. As you see live footage on the screen. And the current score of the second period is Belarus 1, Norway 0. I think I'll take the video movement seconds live.
Look at Julius Hudacek, his night over. 3 goals on 11 shots for the Slovakian netminder. And Jaroslav Janis now in net for Slovakia.
Janis was drafted in 2009 by Tampa Bay, the 6th round pick. That was the same year that Tampa Bay took Victor Hedman 2nd overall.
Victor Hedman, a great feed to Backstrom for that chance right before the break.
There's a blast from Elias Lindholm. That one over top the net. Backhanded back down low by Jonas Brodin, who took a little shot there from Grebecki. Lindholm. Libor Hudacek keeps an eye on him. Drops for Jonas Brodin. Brodin trying to play it back to the line. And Grebecki breaks that up. Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Back for Elias Lindholm. Back for Ekman-Larsson. He has a goal in this game. Deflected in. And Janis plays for Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky's pass misses. And another icing call here against Slovakia.
William Nylander now 5 goals, 10 points in this tournament, almost added to it as Backstrom gets a chance and then feeds it out front to Nylander, and a great save by Giannis. His first test of this hockey game, and able to stop the hottest Swede player right now. 3 goals now for Nylander in the last 2 games. Probably helps playing with that guy, Nicholas Backstrom.
Backstrom played 14:57 in his first game of the championship. He had 4 shots on goal. He, Oscar Lindberg, and Nicholas Backstrom, or rather Henrik Lundqvist, were added to the Swedish roster. Backstrom for Elias Lindholm, or rather for William Nylander, turned over at the side of the net. Backstrom is on it again. Backstrom cross ice looking for John Klingberg. Klingberg gets away from Suya, and the centering pass picked off by Tchaikovsky. He'll play it for Hasek. Hasek got to center ice. He and Tchaikovsky turn it over, and Sweden right back in on the attack. Nylander, Backstrom, all time he wanted, and he put it off the goalpost. And another shot, and Giannis the save on that.
These two are fun to watch together. Backstrom and Nylander have really got some great chemistry going, the way they're able to find one another on the ice. Lindberg's been a real nice compliment, but look at this pass. Nylander threw a maze of sticks right to Backstrom, and he tries out with Giannis, but he can't beat the post as he gets the netminder down, but a great feed here. And Backstrom waits for Giannis to go down, puts it off the post, great chance. The 3 points here, just in his second game since joining Team Sweden.
Their power play has struggled, Sweden has. 3 power play goals and 18 chances, so just 16.6%. They have yet to get a power play in this game. Tchaikovsky back into his own zone, slapped it up the board, stopped by William Karlsson. Karlsson for Hedman. Hedman in behind the net, trying to get it for Everberg. Chingle is down low to take it away. Chingle will play this ahead for Hrinka. Hrinka gets it off a stick in for Chingle. Chingle being watched there by Anton Strollman. They both go down to the ice, and the puck is taken by Karlsson, and he'll play it back into his own end. Victor Hedman, the long lead pass. This deflects in on Giannis. He'll glove it, plays it away, but Joakim Nordstrom will get that back for Eriksson Ek. He played it to the front of the net. And now sent out ahead for Skalicki, too far for him. Oliver Ekman-Larsson got back to break that up. Plays it for Brodin, back for Ekman-Larsson. To the line and in. Carried in by Joel Lundqvist. Leaves for Jonas Brodin. For Eriksson Ek, the wrister goes off a stick high and wide. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, the long floater from the line, that missed the net. Joakim Nordstrom pinned to the backboards, fights off the check, and Joakim Nordstrom gets it to the sideboards for Ekman-Larsson. He'll get that return feed from Joel Lundqvist. And now Trasnik breaks it away, but no room against the checking of Victor Rask. Janosic trying to play it up the wall. Dodged the check there from Nylander. Rask back down to the goal line for Nylander. And Landeskog now. Back up top for Victor Rask. At the line for Klingberg, and that shot turned aside. Elias Lindholm is on it. They jam it up in front of the Swedish bench, and it's out at center ice. And Klingberg trying to get it back for Elias Lindholm. Big hit by Landeskog on Trasnik, and now Landeskog getting challenged by Janosic.
Big, heavy hit. Slovakian team did not like it as Landeskog, a good finish on the far wall. Look at the Colorado Avalanche captain, and Gabriel Landeskog had the big hit on Taraznik, the defenseman for Slovakia. Janosic, another defenseman, took a little dislike to it, but Landeskog plays that style. And had a hit at Nick Schmaltz earlier in this tournament to put Schmaltz out for a game.
He does not mind the physical side of the game, Landeskog. Backstrom plays it back into his own zone for Hedman. Hedman up for Nylander and back for Anton Strowman. Strowman will send this in. Mikush is back for it, tried to get it to Martin Gernat. Nylander went down. Nylander finds some room, dishes it off for Hedman. In a little tight on Victor Hedman for the one-timer. Backstrom on it, back for Nylander. Nylander tried to slide it through for Oscar Lindberg. And Slovakia will take over. Under 6 left to go here in the second period. On for Drevecki. He'll play it back for Juraj Mikush. Mikush for Michel Miklik. And Miklik will send it in. Henrik Lundqvist plays it. And Sweden right back on the attack. Alex Edler plays it back in behind his own net for Victor Hedman. Hedman slowly through center. In across the line for Soderberg. Soderberg, the wrist shot. And Giannis hangs on to that.
Sweden seems to have picked up their game a little bit ever since Slovakia got that goal. Dennis Everberg responded quickly as he got one right off the faceoff in the offensive zone, able to beat Hudacek. Into Slovakia netminders Knights and Eno Seeger, his team climbed back to within 1. All Sweden since then.
Rask comes out with Landeskog and Lindholm. Bliznak and Victor Rask get in on the face-off. Suya to center ice, no further. Backside, a couple players got tied up. Haschuk and Victor Rask, they both went down. Back for Landeskog, on for Victor Rask. Pass went off his stick, but was gobbled up there by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Gets it down for Landeskog. Landeskog faked the pass for Rask, gets it back up for Brodin. Ekman-Larsson the blast, and Giannis the save. Rask back to the line again, and another quick shot by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. And another save, and now grabbed off by Suya.
Landeskog was right in front, able to get a stick on that shot from the point.
Sedivi now for Slovakia. For Chingle. Chingle to the line, wrist shots blocked it away. William Karlsson. Shot to the short side, that got turned aside by Giannis. Oscar Lindberg for Everberg let that one fly quickly. Taken by Soderberg, and he got dumped. And here comes Rinka. Rinka across the line, left side for Kaderna. To the front of the net, a backhand shot by Chingle. And save made by Henrik Lundqvist.
Well, good chance for Slovakia. Sweden bench not happy, thought there was a call deserved, and Kaderna's just going to fire this in the slot, and Chingle a little spin around backhand. And Lundqvist able to cover up. The other end, this is the tip by Landeskog in front as it catches the left shoulder of Giannis. Change direction. Good enough position to make the save. Look at Landeskog, 2 goals, 5 points in this tournament.
Janosic at the line, let the shot go. Got blocked. Matusik, who has the second goal, or the only goal of this game for Slovakia. Zigo, try to get it down for Skalicki. Skalicki being hounded there by Victor Hedman. And finally, it's out at center ice, and Joakim Nordstrom gets rubbed out there by Janosic. Skalicki dangerously in front of his own net, almost lost it against the checking of Eriksson Ek. Now he does! And another big save by Janus Erikssonek for Joel Lundqvist. Anton Stroman from the line lets it go, and that went wide. Taken by Martin Gernat, stripped of the puck by Erikssonek. Joel Lundqvist knocks it free. Quick shot from the left side, and that goes wide of the short side as Joakim Nordstrom now will make his way to the Swedish bench after that scoring chance.
Good forechecking. Erikssonek, just a great shift by him. Good pursuit on the puck. Got a great feed out front and a chance for the captain, Joel Lundqvist.
Wrist shot by Victor Hedman, save made, and then Hedman goes down on an errant stick.
Look at Erikssonek. This is it. Just pressure on the puck, stays right on it. Skalicki tries to get away, plays the body, wins the battle out front to Lundqvist, and a nice save by Janus. He gets that left pad out there in time. But Erikssonek just tenacious. Almost sets up the captain for another goal. He had a goal that started off the game against Denmark. First goal of that game. Look at the 35-year-old. One of the youngest players on this team, 20.
Slovakia a silver medal in 2012. And that is their only medal since they went back-to-back gold and bronze in 2002 and 2003. And a silver in 2000. And that silver in 2000 was their first medal as Slovakia. The first medal since the separation of Czechoslovakia, which became Czech Republic and Slovakia. That was in 1993. Wrist shot by Gravecki. Lundqvist got a piece of that. Miklik is after it. Miklik for Libor Hudacek. Back at the blue line, slap shot by Sedivi, and that never got through. Sedivi takes that return pass, but he'll play it all the way back into his own end for Cherasnik. Back for Sedivi. Gets it inside the Swedish line no further. Cherasnik will get a loose puck, and he'll send this deep. All the way around the boards. It is taken by Jonas Brodin. Long left wing pass for Elias Lindholm. Off his skates, Lindholm will chase this down. Takes a bump from Cherasnik and gets knocked off stride. Suya bounces it out, and then he got bounced to the ice. Sedivi on it again. Chingle now after it along with Alex Edler. Chingle, little tight turn. Chingle's going to bring that to the net, and then got knocked away before he could get a shot away. Slap shot from the line as Gernat let that one fly, and that went wide.
Chingle's had a good game for Slovakia. Nice play. They're just walking out of the corner.
And now a penalty coming to Slovakia as John Klingberg gets dumped, and Martin Gernat will go to the box.
Sweden gets their first power play of the game as Klingberg just trying to cut inside. Gernat gets that stick in the feet, trips him up. And he pretty much knows it. It's a nice move by Klingberg right at the offensive blue line. 26 seconds left. Sweden gets their first power play of this game. Talked about how it has had its struggles as Zdeno Seeger looks on. The power play 3 for 18, 16.6%, and the penalty kill for Slovakia has not been good. They have killed 14 of 21. They have 7 power play goals against, running at 67%.
Mentioned Zdeno Seeger. He played 6 World Championships as a player. His first was in 1992 with Czechoslovakia, and then that split back in 1993. The rest were with Slovakia, and he is now the head coach of this team, and they are shorthanded as Sweden back to the power play. Puck came to the front of the net. John Klingberg couldn't get a stick on it, and as the period ends, it gets cleared down the ice.
Sweden will start the third on the power play. After becoming a one-goal game, they had one from Everberg. They have a two-goal lead here with 20 to play.
1:34 left to the Slovakian penalty as the Dano Seegers team will start the third period shorthanded.
Second period, Team Sweden 3, Team Slovakia 1. Der Zwischenstand nach dem zweiten Drittel Schweden, Slowakei 3:1. Die Schüsse im zweiten Drittel Schweden mit 13 Schüssen aufs Tor, die Slowakei mit 5 Schüssen. Shots on goal in the second period, Team Sweden 13, Team Slovakia 5. Both teams are playing at full strength. Team Schweden wieder komplett. Full strength. Team Schweden wieder komplett. Both teams are playing at full strength. Team Schweden wieder komplett. Goal for Team Sweden. Goal scored by number 18, Dennis Eberle, assisted by number 71, William Carlson. Second intermission, so it's time for the top 3 goals of yesterday's game, so you can watch them on the screen now. In der zweiten Pause widmen wir uns schon fast traditionell bei dieser Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft den Top 3 Toren des vorherigen Tages. Und was wollen wir auch jetzt machen? Hier sind auf dem Videowürfel die Top 3 Goals. Welcome back on the ice, Team Slovakia. And here's Team Sweden.
Henrik Lundqvist, the new netminder in that second period for Slovakia, Jaroslav Janis. Came in, made some saves.
Really outshot Slovakia in that second period. A lot more they put towards net. 13-5 shots, now 20-11 in favor of Sweden. They start the third on the power play. A minute 34 remaining in that penalty to Martin Gernat of Slovakia. Sweden made it out in time here to start the fifth.
Yes. It's been a weird game from a penalty standpoint, especially for Sweden. Delay of game calls. Then they were late coming up for the start of the second period, in the opinion of the officials. They got a penalty for that. Sweden on the power play to start period number 3. With 1 minute and 10 left in the minor penalty to Gernat. Gets played in behind the net. Sweden's power play at 16%. John Klingberg plays it to the goal line. Oscar Lindberg plays it back for Klingberg. Klingberg lets the shot go, and that got stopped. There's some contact in front of the net between Lindberg and the netminder Yanis. Nicholas Backstrom. Back at the line, the shot, that's steered wide and picked up. And this gets cleared all the way down the ice.
Sweden's power play still having some struggles, just getting those shots through on net.
Victor Rask at center, carries in, drops it off for Gabe Landeskog. Landeskog sends it all the way around the boards. Anton Stroman waits for it. His cross-ice pass picked off. Here comes Kaderna short-handed. Shot right on, score! Andrej Kaderna has pulled Slovakia to within 1.
You talked about it earlier. Kaderna's had opportunities in this tournament to score, but he hasn't found the back of the net. He picks a good time on this one as Stroman's D-to-D pass gets picked off, and this is just lack of confidence on the power play. Kaderna picks it up, comes in, and he goes under the right arm. It was Chingle that got his stick in the way to deflect that pass, create the turnover, and Andrej Kaderna, his first of the tournament, shorthanded. And Slovakia pulls to within 1 of Sweden.
Not a shorthanded goal, as the penalty had just expired. 1 goal game. We'll see how Sweden responds to that.
Time 41 minutes, 34 seconds.
Alex Edler lets a shot go, save made. And Yaroslav Yanis will hang on to that.
Andrej Kaderna, a big goal for him. Spent some time in the Western Hockey League. 10-11 season, he was second in points on Red Deer with 82 points. And the man that was ahead of him, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins of the Edmonton Oilers, who eventually went number 1 overall. Kaderna has had some success in North America.
And a good burst of speed there to get himself open and then get the goal to pull Slovakia to within 1. So Sweden's power play unable to connect. Nicholas Backstrom should help that though, led the National Hockey League in power play points. This year, Victor Hedman was second. Icing will be the call against Slovakia.
Ricard Gronberg, something he'll want his team to work on. Here's the chance earlier. It's blocked in front as Klingberg tries to get it through. It hits Lindberg in front. This one is blocked. And then eventually, great stick by Chingle that leads to the Kaderna breakaway. And he's able to finish under that right arm of Henrik Lundqvist. Slovakia has not had many shots. Go back to the first period, they only had 6 shots, but 3 of those were grade A opportunities. Hasek had the breakaway, chance for Chingle right in front. Lundqvist came up with some big saves. That's the breakdowns for Sweden. They've got to eliminate those big breakdowns that could cost you. Lundqvist not busy, but some big saves.
Their focus is all over the place in this game. They've got two penalties for delay of game, which they've argued both. They've had face-off violations, which they disagreed. Not saying they're wrong, but there comes a time when you just have to play the game.
Too many men penalty and then arguing they don't like the way it's called.
Saw another one there after William Karlsson got waved out. Miklik in center plays this to an open wing, and it gets floated right back down the ice, and this is going to be icing against Sweden, and the faceoff will come all the way back.
Focus might be a good word, just having that mindset to play the right way. And sometimes you come into a game just thinking it's going to happen, you're going to get the win. But Sweden, there's Stralman, who had the turnover on that last Slovakian goal as he tried to send it across the blue line to Victor Hedman.
This is not the Swedish team that has won 3 straight games coming into this game. They have not been as sharp, nor near as sharp as they were. Turned over, and Hasek will bring it right back in. Long wrist shot by Suya, that got turned away. Janasek is on it. Janasek for Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky tried to jam it short side. Jonas Brodin is on it. And Oliver Ekman-Larsson will skate it in. Puts this in behind the net. Janasek first on it. Joel Lundqvist is in on him. Joakim Nordstrom after it as well. It comes to the line, and Ekman-Larsson will pitch this back down low. Joel Lundqvist. And spilling in the corner there was Eriksson Ek. And that allows Slovakia to come up with it. Janasek, who is back after a 1-game suspension, but he turns it over. Joel Lundqvist plays it out front. And that never did get to Yaroslav Yanis. And now Hrinka will play it to an open wing, and Kaderna's on it again. Joakim Nordstrom back for Sweden, to the line, no further. Ariel Bliznak out there now. He is 6 of 7 in the face-off department in this game, and has now taken 98 face-offs in this tournament, and is operating at 56%. Skalicki has it in behind the net. Pavel Skalicki playing this back to the blue line. Tchaikovsky, the long floater, went wide. Surson is on it. Surson to the front of the net. Lundqvist makes the save on that. Alex Edler plays this for Klingberg, and back for Alex Edler. He'll bounce it in. Gernat is back for it, so Gernat Mikush, who didn't see as much ice time early, now getting a little more here with this being a 1-goal game. Matushik plays it to the front of the net, and Miklik deflected it. And Zigo had a chance.
A little bit of a bouncing puck came right to the front for Zigo that chipped it high.
Gernat back into his own end, pitched it up the boards, blocked by the defenseman Hedman, and then the pass to the front of the net was steered away by Juraj Mikush. Mikush snaps this up the middle, and this will go all the way down the ice and be an icing call. Faceoff will come back, and Miklik got pelted.
Right at the end of the play, here's that chance. Miklik, the bouncing puck goes off his stick to Zigo right in front. And that just goes right up in the air. Loses sight of that, but we've seen some strange bounces on this ice surface. Sure, by the time that 3rd game comes around today, ice conditions might be a little rocky.
Shots on goal after 2 periods, 20-11 in favor of Sweden. So Sweden coming into the game at 192 shots on goal, so they've gone above the 200 mark. They lead this pool in shots on goal. And well over 40% of their shots come from defensemen.
Another example there is Brodin sends that one in. Karlsson and Hudacek are going to have a little conversation at the end of this. Two centermen that Karlsson and Hudacek, when Everberg came in and scored the goal right off the faceoff in the Slovakian end in that 2nd period.
Well, Zdeno Seeger wanted effort from his players, Shane, and I think he's seen it.
I'll be happy his team just 1 goal away here. Really able to fight back. Sweden twice has had the 2-goal lead.
Again, if they could have mustered something on their power plays that they had earlier in the game, which they didn't.
Another conversation in the face-off dot. Carlson will come out as Soderberg will move in to take the draw.
Face off to the left of Jaroslav Yanis, who came in the second period to replace Julius Hudacek. He makes another save, and Janosic throwing it up the boards, trying to get it to Suya, couldn't. Another sharp angle chance from Everberg, that never got to the net. There's a chance in front of the net, and that shot went up high as Everberg with another opportunity.
Some nice work by William Karlsson just behind the net on the puck as he finds Everberg a couple times on that shift.
Not very often you say that Sweden is one of the highest penalized teams in a tournament, but they have taken their share in this 2017 World Championship. Chingle plays it for Kaderna. Kaderna throws it to the net. And on the loose puck is John Klingberg. Lead pass for Oscar Lindberg. He tried to get it to Nicholas Backstrom. Tchaikovsky breaks it up. Chingle jumps on it. Kaderna trying to bank it off the boards and out to center ice. Does. Following up the play was Tchaikovsky, and he'll jam it into the Swedish zone, and both teams will start a line change. Long lead pass for William Nylander. Nylander circles in the corner. Nylander goes cross ice. Back to the front of the net. Big save. Jaroslav Yanis with the right pad robs Victor Rask. Remains a 1-goal game.
Congratulations and a big cheer to Mr. Victor for being Slovakia of the game.
Slovakian fans, something to cheer about is Andre Kaderna has pulled their team to within 1, and Victor Rask, a great chance as Jaroslav Yanis with a big save for Slovakia. He has been good since coming in relief for Julius Hudacek. 3-2 game, lots of time left here in the third.
Sweden trying to close this round-robin portion out with the victory, trying to jump the United States as far as the standings on this side are concerned. Skalicki will carry it in. USA and Russia will play for first next, and then Latvia and Germany will play for fourth in our third game of the day. Lots to be decided yet, especially over here in Pool A.
Well, Sweden needs at least a win in regulation. And some help from Russia to jump over the U.S.
Carried down low by Gabe Landeskog. Penalty coming up to Slovakia. So Sweden's power play is going to get a chance to go back to work. Henrik Lundqvist to the bench, and out comes Nicholas Backstrom, and Backstrom will play it back at the line. Anton Stralman the blast. And Yanis the save, and the rebound gets picked up on the near side wall by Zigo. And play whistle down, and referee Antonin Jerabek of the Czech Republic will send Juraj Mikuš to the penalty box.
It's a nice move by Landeskog as he just goes around. And Mikuš comes from behind, gets that stick into the hands of Landeskog. Tell by his reaction. Here's a chance for Rasker. They're great play. Nylander over to Stralman, and Yanis able to hold that right pad against the pass. Post gets it down, makes the save. Second power play
Team
of the
Slovakia,
game for
number
Sweden.
26, Johan Mikuš, 2 minutes penalty for hooking. Time 47 minutes, 51 seconds. Es gibt eine Strafe gegen das Team Slowakei mit der 26, Johan Mikuš, 2 Strafminuten wegen Hakens.
Back to regroup is Klingberg, and here he comes. Klingberg will drop this back. Nylander in for Backstrom. Backstrom back for Nylander. He tried to go high, short side, and put that over top the net, as Nylander was looking for another 2-goal game. Back in for Oscar Lindberg. Lindberg goes rink wide. Backstrom up top, Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Back for Backstrom, and his shot deflected away by Kaderna.
Backstrom had a power play goal in his first game against Denmark, and here's one off the rush. Great little feed to Nylander, trying to find some room, and look at Backstrom, so good off the rush, head up, he can make those plays. Found Nylander for that goal, the first of the game, and set him up again in front. Is a big save by Giannis. Nylander returned the favor, but Backstrom just found the post on that play.
Anton Stralman looking for a lane, finds one, and again a couple of saves. Puck is still loose, and Kaderna is there to take it away for Slovakia. And this will get pitched down the ice by Chingle. Victor Hedman. A long drop pass, and Victor Rask will wind his way in. Drops for Landeskog, for Hedman, for Stralman. Save, rebound, puck is still loose. Giannis is down, and it slithers across the goal line.
So close, and Giannis has played very well for Slovakia since coming into the net in the second period.
Nylander has to circle back. Gathers some speed. Power play about to end. Nicholas Backstrom back for Nylander. Power play over. So Sweden 0 for 2 with the man advantage in this game, and 3 for 20 now in the tournament. And that percentage trending in the wrong direction. Budacek battling there with Backstrom. Ends up on the stick of Adam Janasek. He'll come rink wide trying to find Michel Miklik. And no contact from Miklik, and icing will be called against Slovakia.
Jaroslav Giannis, big save, and then holding strong as the rebound in front. Landeskog, Rask able to poke it free. It's going to slide across the goal line. They continue to try and get that to the back of the net, and eventually it gets cleared down as Tchaikovsky, the defenseman, picks it up to Victor Rask. 7 points in this tournament. That was the line early on, him and Lindholm and Landeskog that had success offensively.
Miklik with Soderberg in pursuit. We are into the back half of the third period, and Sweden had a 2-0 lead early, but they have not been able to put Slovakia away. Slovakia stayed with it and has pulled to within 1 here in the third. Klingberg with a little chip back pass off the boards for Alexander Edler. Edler goes rink wide. After it, Juraj Mikuš gets some help there from Martin Gernat. Gernat then got stripped of the puck by Joel Lundqvist. Rister from the line, steered away from Giannis as Stralman got that shot through. Stralman trying to hold the line, does. And back forward, Gernat slams it around and just gets deflected out by Hashtrik. Hashtrik with the steal at center, and he got tripped up there by Joel Lundqvist, and the Slovakian fans upset.
They might have a reason to be. That should have been a tripping call.
Joachim Nordstrom to the line and no further. Right side pass gets deflected in. Chingle after it. First on the puck is Brodin. He'll get it for Oliver Ekman-Larsson. For Lindholm, back for Ekman-Larsson. And on for Victor Rask. Gets to center, tried to chip it in. That got blocked by Kaderna. Kaderna's been very good in this game for Slovakia.
And the jingle on this line together had a real good effort.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Landeskog. And the long shot by Landeskog. And Yanis was going to play it, elected not to, and hangs on for a faceoff.
Once again, let's have a look at the current game in Paris. It's the game in Belarus versus Norway. As you see my footage on the screen. The current score is Belarus 3, Norway 3. Wir schauen kurz zur Moderation nach Paris. Gerade aktuell auf dem Videowürfel. Dort läuft die Partie Weißrussland gegen Norwegen. Aktueller Zwischenstand im dritten Drittel 3:2.
Face-off will be in the Slovakian end of the ice. No, not in the lineup for Sweden for this game. Carl Klingberg and Linus Ullmark. And Philip Holm, the young defenseman, is dressed but has not seen any action. Oscar Lindberg. Ahead. Nicholas Backstrom plays it for William Nylander. Nylander trying to get away from Matushik. Gets it back for Backstrom. Backstrom will chip it in. Janosic to the corner along with Nylander. Charasnik is on it. Sends it on for Skalicki. Pavel Skalicki gets to center to the line and no further. Matushik dumps it in. Both teams will start a line change, and John Klingberg has it. A one-goal game. Slovakia and Sweden. Last time they met was 2014 in Minsk, and Sweden won that one 3-1. Soderberg puts it back in behind the net. Gernat ties his man up. Gravicki down low to help out as well. And it ends up on the stick of Libor Hudacek. As Gravicki with him. Pass goes to the corner for Miklik. Miklik plays a quick pass back to open ice. Nobody there. And here comes Carl Soderberg. Soderberg looking for some help. Sweden was changing. So lots of players coming from behind.
Miroslav Yanis has played very well since coming in. Had a little help from the post as Backstrom with a great chance, but a lot of it, those scrum plays in front, some traffic from Sweden, and he's been able to make some huge saves to keep his team in this. He's been perfect since coming in relief. So nice move by head coach Zdeno Ziger of Slovakia. Felt his team needed to shake things up, and Yanis has been able to come in and backstop them here and help their team get back into this one.
Victor Hedman's blast from the line went wide. Gabe Landeskog plays it back for Victor Hedman. Hedman sends it down low, waits for that return pass from Victor Rask. It ends up on the stick of Strawman. And a save made, and then Big Tchaikovsky at the side of the net telling Elias Lindholm, get away from my netminder.
So you clear the front of the net. Landeskog now having some words with Tchaikovsky. Just a shot from Strawman at the point. Gets through the traffic. Yanis able to make the save and hang on. And Tchaikovsky with that little bit of a bump, the 6'4", 210-pound defenseman.
You could argue Lindholm really didn't do much.
He didn't do much there. I don't think he was bothering the goaltender. See how Sweden plays here. I wonder if you'll start to see a press. Sweden did have a lead 3 times against the United States in that game, but the U.S. was able to fight back and get the 4-3 victory.
Backstrom is after it for Sweden. 3 straight wins for Sweden, 5 straight losses for Slovakia. We'll see what transpires here in the final 5 minutes and 20 seconds of this one. Chingle carries in, tried to throw it to the front of the net. This line has some size with Rinka, Chingle, and Kaderna on it. Some size and some bite for Slovakia. Hedman back into his own zone for Anton Stralman. Stralman will just park there. Slovakia starts another line change. Sweden completes its line change. Big hit on the far side. Eriksson Ek got bumped. Yanis way out to play it. Gernat behind the net takes a run at Joel Lundqvist and knocked him down. Joakim Nordstrom is on it, trying to spin away from the checking of Zigo. Zigo in his first IIHF event for Slovakia. Joel Lundqvist trying to center it, came to the side of the net. And that's grabbed and held.
Joel Lundqvist, the fourth line of Sweden, getting some work here in this third period. And Zdeno Seeger has to be happy where his team is sitting at this point. The game is down a goal. New coming in, another tough task for them. Mentioned the 5 straight losses, 2 of them coming in shootout losses. They're unable to generate anything in the shootout, losing to Denmark and then Germany.
They've been close in a lot of games, and it is a relatively young team. So they may be able to learn from this experience. They are the host country in a couple of years. Hudacek plays it back into his own zone. Gravecki for Tchaikovsky. It is now 4 minutes left in regulation in a 1-goal game. This is chipped through. Libor Hudacek gets pinned to the backboards by Alexander Edler. Sweden with 13 points. USA with 15. USA up next against Russia. So the standings not yet determined. Long pass intended for Haschuk. That never got through. Elias Lindholm content to just play it back down the ice. Gabe Landeskog is on it. Swings it in behind the Slovakian net. Anton Stralman in from the right point. Down for Elias Lindholm. Lindholm gets it back for Landeskog. Landeskog back for Victor Hedman. Hedman lets the shot go off the blocker of Janison wide. Slovakia will control with 3 minutes left. A redirect through the middle, just beyond the reach of Haschuk. And Victor Hedman will play it up for Elias Lindholm, and he'll play it back into his own zone for Landeskog. He'll play it all the way back for Anton Stralman, and that will signal a line change for Sweden. Victor Hedman for his Tampa Bay Lightning teammate, Anton Stralman. To center and no further, and slammed back in by Martin Gernat. Kaderna with a steal. Kaderna into the slot. Rinka with the shot, and that never got through. Gernat gets it back for Rinka, back for Gernat, back for Kaderna, and breaks his stick on the slap shot. Rinka centers, and that just got tipped away from Chingle.
2 minutes left in the third
Also
period.
pressure from Slovakia. Kaderna had that great chance, but stick breaks on him as he tries to hammer that towards the net.
Icing called. Face-off will come all the way back.
Other end, Everberg just couldn't get that pass in front. Has a pair of points tonight. Boy, nice job by Everberg. Rolls out, got it to Ekman Larsson. Larsson with a nice play off the back wall, knocks it out of the air off the one hop, and then Everberg Great read off the draw. First on the puck, able to fire past Hudacek. And now a Slovakia timeout as Zdeno Seeger will try and get his team. The play that ties this one up is face-off in Sweden zone.
Welcome everyone that has been watching Belarus and Norway. Here we have a one-goal game. Sweden leading Slovakia by a score of 3-2.
Twice Sweden has had a 2-goal lead. They were up 2-0. Then it was a 2-1 game, then 3-1. And Andrej Kaderna of Slovakia has made it a one-goal game. And Jaroslav Janis, the Slovakian netminder, came in relief of Julius Hudacek in the second. He has been perfect in net for Slovakia and kept them in this game to keep it close and give the opportunity late here as the extra attackers on the ice for Slovakia.
A couple of one-goal games to start the day. Belarus with the one-goal win. And Sweden with the one-goal lead with some time left in this one. Net empty, 6 attackers for Slovakia.
Sweden needs a clean win to have a chance at second place.
Back into his own end, Hudacek near side, Zigo, and Zigo will send it in. Matushik races in after it, chopped away from him. At the line, unable to hold it in is Surson. Landeskog in on the forecheck. Surson throws it cross ice. Slovakia starting a change, and Drevecki will play it back in behind his own net. Drevecki up for Miklik. Miklik drops it back for Drevecki. The slap shot, that went wide. Henrik Lundqvist never got a good look at that one as it came through some bodies. Again, cleared back out at center, and Hudacek with 48 seconds. Gets it for Michel Miklik, back for Michael Surson. Turned away by Henrik Lundqvist. Back for Surson again. Ouch, he drilled that one from the line, and that hit Alexander Edler, and now William Karlsson at the empty net, and he will put this one to bed.
Well, late press from Slovakia. They make this one interesting, but Karlsson is going to ice it. It's a big block in front off the blast for the point, and William Karlsson, his first goal as he puts it in the empty net. There in front is the block. Bunch of bodies. Karlsson picks it up, and he's going to put the backhand into the empty net. And Sweden with that will move ahead of Team USA. They now have 16 points when this one and the final buzzer ends, and they'll have to wait and see what happens in that next game between Russia and USA.
Team USA will not only have the opportunity to jump ahead of Sweden again, Team USA will have the opportunity to jump ahead of Russia. The 1 point that Russia picked up in that, or that they lost in the opening game against Sweden, they won it in a shootout. And if USA wins against Russia in regulation, they will have a chance. And then the last game of the day in this building in Cologne, Latvia and Germany, the winner will claim the 4th and final qualifying spot.
Tor für Team Schweden, der Torschütze mit der 71, William Karlsson. Die Assistentin mit der 20.
Rinka back into his own zone, and Sweden will win its 4th straight game with a 4-2 victory over Slovakia.
Sweden will get ready for the quarterfinals. For Slovakia, some disappointment, but they ended a positive. A good fight here against Sweden, but they fall short.
So all that's left to be determined for Sweden, where will they play next? Will it be in Paris, or will they stay here in Cologne? 4-2, your final.
The game is over. Here's the final score. Team Sweden 4, Team Slovakia 2. Der Endstand Schweden, Slowakei 4-2. Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of the game of each team will be awarded with the official watch by Tissot, the official timekeeper of the 2017 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Meine Damen und Herren, die weißen Fans, die besten Spieler des Spiels beider Mannschaften werden nun ausgezeichnet mit der offiziellen Uhr von Tissot, dem offiziellen Zeitnehmer der IIHF Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft 2017. Die Preise werden übergeben von The Prizes will be presented by Jitka Königova, Skoda Auto Sponsoring, and IIHF Life member Ernest Aljancic. The best player of Team Slovakia, der beste Spieler des Teams Slowakei, number 21, die 21, Tomáš Matušek. The best player of Team Sweden, der beste Spieler des Teams Schweden. Number 18, die 18, Dennis Everbeck. Ladies and gentlemen, now the award of the three best players of each team of the tournament will be presented by Krušovice, official sponsor of the 2017 IIHF Hockey World Championship. Meine Damen und Herren, nun werden die Preise für die drei besten Spieler einer Mannschaft bei diesem Turnier vergeben. Diese Preise werden präsentiert von Krušovice, offiziellem Sponsor dieser Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft. The three best players are selected by each team and will be presented by. Die drei besten Spieler wurden von den Mannschaften selbst ausgewählt und die Preise werden übergeben von IIHF Life member Choichi Tomita. The three best players of Team Slovakia are, die drei besten Spieler des Teams Slowakei sind number 33, die 33, Julius Hudacek, number 11, die 11, Peter Czereźniak, and number 19, die 19, Michael Miklik. Please rise for the national anthem of the Kingdom of Sweden. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte heben Sie sich nun für die schwedische Nationalhymne. Please give a big hand to both teams, to Team Sweden and to Team Slovakia. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2017 IIHF Hockey World Championship will continue this afternoon in the Access Arena at 4:15 p.m. with the game Russia versus USA. And then tonight at 8:15 p.m. it's the game Team Germany versus Team Latvia. Meine Damen und Herren, die Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft geht heute Nachmittag hier in der Access Arena weiter mit dem Spiel Russland gegen die USA und dann heute Abend 7:45 das entscheidende Spiel um den Einzelsitz für im Viertelfinale Deutschland gegen Lettland.
Henrik, a second game under your belt with the time change. How are you feeling?
This was an early one. 12 o'clock New York time at 6 in the morning, but I've been trying to sleep as much as I can the first few days. But it's fun. It's awesome to be here, to play for your country, and this is the best part. To see your flag go up and hear the anthem, that's why I want to play. It's an awesome feeling.
Your team, obviously a win. Do you feel like they let up a little bit in this game?
No, we tried hard. You know, we had a lot of good looks out there. You know, he made some good saves here. The guy came in second half of the game. I felt like we had a lot of good looks, especially in the third. We just couldn't put it in there. And then, you know, the Slovaks are always dangerous when they get the odd man rushes like they did, especially in the first. They had a few good looks, but in the end, we found a way to win, and now we can start focusing on the quarterfinal.
How special is it for you to be able to play with your brother?
It's awesome. You know, there's a few reasons why I'm here. Playing with my brother is one of them for sure. I haven't seen him that much over the last 12 years. Definitely haven't played with him, so to be here with him, it's just an awesome feeling.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Thanks.
Slovakia timeout. Team Slovakia in the to